close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
What's going on, guys? What you're looking at is the PU CDU version 2 by Korea Air. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this thing. This is a whole new MCDU, FMS, CDU, whatever you want to call it, because this works with many different airplanes: 737, A320, 777, 767, 757, and so on. Yes, it does. It's an all-in-one unit that gives you the chance to have several different airplanes at it, and we're going to be taking a look at that today. What you're looking at are all the different faceplates that you can use with this FMC, and it is easy as 1, 2, 3 to get this thing set up, get it working, and swap planes. So all you need is a base unit. That's what you're looking at right now. Here are the faceplates that come with it. Right now I only have 3 of them. This is the Airbus faceplate. Next one is the 777 faceplate, and the third one you're going to be seeing here is going to be the 737 faceplate. There are more that's available in store with them, and we'll talk about that later on. And right here you'll have the main base unit that allows you to swap the different faceplates from one airplane to another, and it is very easy to do. It is held on by magnets. It goes on and off. It sits very flush, very cleanly, and it does not fall off. It does not move around. It does not wiggle. And surprisingly, this design allows the buttons to feel really nice in the button press. When you swap from one plate to the other, it doesn't matter. The button press feels very accurate, very smooth, and very clicky, but like a rubbery feel. I actually do like the way it feels. I was shocked in the tolerances that they have for this thing and how good it makes the pressing of all these buttons are on it. I can't wait to hook this thing up to the computer and actually see how it works. But they have done a very good job with all these units and these faceplates to where you can replace them and swap them. And I wonder if you could swap it while it's connected to the computer or while you're in the flight sim. The back of it is very simple. You have a USB 3.0, you have a HDMI connector, and you have an on and off switch. Also some mounting holes to mount it to the bracket that comes into the bag itself. It's very thin, maybe approximately about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half thick. The weight of it, I would say it weighs maybe about 3 pounds, if that much, not quite 5 pounds in my hand. And then the faceplate itself is very robust. It's like a layered thing. I don't know how they do it. It's like magic. Just take my word for it. It's really magic the way they have made these faceplates, and also how all the buttons correspond to the different type of airplane that you're flying. The finish on it is very nice. I like the coloring. It's got the Airbus gray, which is different than the Boeing gray, which is different than the 777 brown, or whatever you call it, tan interior of the 777. Wonder why Boeing did that. But anyway, I want to go take a look at all the other stuff in the box and see what those look like. But I can't get over how easy it is to slap it on to the base unit itself and keep going. So you can mount this in your hardware setup and not have to worry about, do I unscrew one unit, put another unit if I fly multiple planes? This one unit will work on several different airplanes, and there's going to be a list here coming up soon to show you all the different airplanes that this CDU works with. This is the version 2. Apparently there was a version 1. I've never seen it before. This is the version 2. It comes with the stand, the kickstand, or whatever you like to call it. Very handy stand that expands laterally, and you can change the angle on the stand to have it sit the way you want on a desk or on a side panel or something like that. Also comes with a bunch of wires. What you see here is an HDMI to display port adapter, depending on where you're going to plug it into your graphics card, if you have the appropriate port available. So they give you all the cables needed. They also give you the USB cord that runs the power and also the communications for the buttons to the sim, and your HDMI cord. So it comes with everything in the box that you need. You don't have to go out and get anything. That's an angle if you want to have your wires angle a certain way coming out the unit. But let's go set it up. Their website is puairkorea.com. And that's where you'll find this PU CDU version 2. Very simple. Go to the website, download the software. The installation of the software took me 30 seconds to a minute. You get a bunch of files with it, also the executable file to make it run. However, you get PDF documents in there. It shows you all the different planes it works with on Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 12, as well as you get some instructions on how the software is operated. However, software for me is very simple. Once you get the software running in the background, you go ahead and load up the simulator itself with the plane that you want to fly. There's a list of planes that you can select from to tell it what you want it to do. However, I used all the automatic buttons on here to make it work. That's it. There's a couple of buttons you click for automatic. It will determine what airplane you're flying automatically. And now that you have the sim up and running, it is a two-step process to make it connect to the airplane and display on the screen. Very simple. You're gonna go to the airplane, pop out the window by clicking a right, alt, and left click. And then you click the button on the software to activate it, and like magic, it populates in the MCDU for you and fill out the screens properly. You don't have to adjust anything at all. This is going to be a third or a second or a fourth screen for you for your computer, so make sure you extend your computer's desktop to this screen here. But right here you see me using it in the A320 or 21 or 319, and it's 1-for-1 with the buttons and the clicking and where everything is lined up. So the plate that you put on for the A320 is 1-for-1 for what's in the sim. The only difference is going to be the adjustment knob for lighting. It's one round knob, and not every airplane has that round knob. But it's not a distraction any at all. But the clicking and the latency of when it registers in the sim is a half a second, if that much, a fraction of a second. It's very quick in the way it registers. So you're looking at the camera where I have it in my sim setup, and you have me in the airplane setup here, and you could go through all the menus. I plan my flights, I put in my weight and balance, I put in route discontinuity and delete things like that, and it was right on point without any issues at all. And then here's how you swap it over while the sim is running to your next plane. We're going to be looking at the 777 here with that tan screen. I love that tan, by the way. It's really good color. Once it sits on there, it's very secure. It doesn't move around at all. It's very secured there with magnets. There's a little magnetic strip around the side that keeps it in place. Same thing with the Boeing 777. The response time is very quick, milliseconds to respond to the screen, and the FMC now it's not FMC now, not a MCDU, which is crazy. And then go through your flight plan, click your buttons. All the buttons work where they're supposed to be. The next page button, the init button, the perf button, all of those work for the different corresponding airplanes as you get on it. It's amazing. Like, I'm still blown away that they can do with this one base unit itself. Let's talk about the base unit. Right now, the price of the main base unit is $349, and it comes with one airplane that you choose. So if you buy the base unit, it's $349, and you can choose an Airbus, a Boeing 777, a 757, or A320 or 737. It's up to you. For additional faceplate, it's going to be $99. So when you buy the unit itself, you choose what you want. You have that one plane. If you decide, you know what, I need more for more planes, it's $99 for the additional planes. Now, that might be a drawback for some people, the price of it. That's going to be up to you if you decide you want to spend that money or if you want to wait on another option to come. But right now on the market, as of this moment, this is the one that is the least expensive. There's others coming to market soon, and those are going to have different pricing structures. But right now, the CDU version 2 is very, very good. This is the 737. It works flawlessly in the 737 as you go and set up your flight plan and run through your discontinuities and so forth. All the buttons work properly. I was astonished. They didn't miss a beat. I went through every single button here. It's got a lighting knob on it I was talking about before, and you can use that to adjust the backlighting to really bright or really dull. It's up to you the way you like it. But it sits perfectly in my sim. I'm not using the stand that it came with. I have a different setup in my sim, and I'm loving the way it works here, and I'm loving the quick swapping of the plates from one to the other. But tell me what you think, guys. Is this something for you? Would this be something that you spend your money on for your simulator? But I can tell you, by using it in the sim, it is so nice to have this FMC. The color screen on it works properly. The button presses feels good, and the legibility to see makes it really nice when you're using it versus using it in the airplane. But thanks for checking this out. Description is in the link below, and also where you can find this product. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next on another video. Take care. XP is out.
I don't wanna waste what's left.